So, welcome back, everyone. In the previous part, we learned about string data type. We understood that strings are used whenever we want to store texts like name, cities, countries, etc. But think about it for a moment. If we want to store like someone's age, can I store it in text? Or if I want to store someone's exams marks, should they be stored as a text? Technically, we can put numbers inside quotation marks, as I have told you in the previous lecture, but then Python treats them as texts, and that creates problems when we want to perform calculations in the upcoming lectures. So Python provides different data types for different kind of information. So let's just revise before starting new topics. So quick revision. So what is data type and what data type stores text? So data types is a container. Data types displays what type of information is stored. So and what data type stores text? So the correct answer is string. String data type stores text. What symbol tells that the Python is a what symbol in Python tells tells it is a string. Inverted commas, anything that we write in inverted commas this indicates that this is a string. We have all learned about it in the previous classes. So let's start with something new. So today's topic would be intro to integers, right? So let's open our online coding platform, which is GDB compiler. I prefer it teaching. Okay, so let's write take a variable age and store assume 19. Can anyone tell me what kind of information this is? So this is someone says, right? It is indicating age equals to 19. So notice something, there are no quotation marks used here and also no decimal points. So this is simply a whole number, right? So uh, let so this is comment. Sorry, we haven't selected the language here. Python. Oh, wait, let me in Python here only. This is a Python only. Yes, I think so. Yeah, sorry for that. So let's again store age equals to 19 here and write a comment. So this is a comment. This is not treated as anything in the program. This is just a remark you can tell. So this is like integer equals to whole number. So an integer is any whole number. It can either be positive, negative, or even zero. As long as there is no decimal point, Python treats it as an integer only. Okay, so we understood how to store integer. So let me help you understand it more simply with some real life analogy. Okay, so let's imagine we are counting students in a classroom, right? Suppose there are 42 students. Can there be 42.5 students? No, right? Students in a classroom. Students in a classroom. So it can be 45, 40, 56, anything, but not 45.5, right? How can someone be a student be point 0.5, right? It is not possible, no? So a person can be half a student. So the number of student is always a whole number. So that's basically what is an integer. Similarly, think about the number of chairs in your classroom, number of books on your desk, number of mobile phones you own, number of cricket players in a team. All of them are counted as whole number. So can you think of more examples of whole numbers? Type them in the comment section and think about them before I continue. So let's give you example by coding. Let me remove it. So age equals to 19, marks 95, salary equals to, let it be 50K, in book number 628. Let me print all this and see what's the result. Which print more and salary, and the last print books. So, so before running it, let me ask you, what do you think will happen when we execute this program? What's your opinion? So let me run it. See, it has printed it. The print function displays the value stored in each variable, right? Python doesn't show quotation marks because these are numbers and not text, right? So it won't give an error, and it will print the information stored in the variable. So now it's your turn. So take any variables, store any value in it. Maybe use your age, favorite number, anything, subject you're studying, and try to execute it yourself and see the result. Remember, programming is learned by doing, not just by watching, right? And also a common mistake which people do, right, is storing integers in converted commas. So is it still an integer? I'm asking you all. No, right? I already told you that even though it still looks like a number but it's inside quotation marks. Python now treats it as a text, which means string, right? Not an integer. So let me show you print type. So it is a function, type function. We will learn about it in the classes, upcoming classes. So see, showing class str. Str means string. It is not showing integer. So what will happen if I remove the inverted comma? See, you can see the difference, right? It's showing class int. Int stands for integer. Similarly, another common mistake which people do is write it's sorry, height equals to point 0.7, right? So what is it? Is this a whole number? No, right? It has a decimal point. Python stores number with decimal points using another data type, not integer. That data type is called float. And float is stands for, let me write a comment, float equals to decimal. Okay, so this is float value variable data type. So let me make you clear with a real life analogy. So think about your height. It may be 5.7 feet, or you think about your CGPA 8.5, anything, or the temperature outside 36.6 degrees Celsius, right? It's really hot out. These values contain decimal points, so Python will store them as a float, not integer. So imagine you go to a grocery store and buy 1.5 kg of apple. Can the shopkeeper give you exactly 1 kilogram if you ask for 1.5? No. Decimal values are common in real life, and that's why we need the float data type. So let's again understand it. So we've written height 5.7, CGPA equals to 8.5, temp equals to 6.6, and at last weight, the spelling is wrong, the weight equals to 72.5. And let me print it all. Use the print statement, print HEIGHT, print, print everything that I have written. You all must also code with me simultaneously. It would build a healthy programming coding practice. Print it. So let me run it. There's something. So I have written the spelling wrong. Common error. So now, can you think of three more examples and write it yourself? Okay, it would help you to get more comfortable with it. So it has printed everything as it is given. The petrol, so the height, the CGPA, temperature, weight, everything. So let's. So you have understood about this part, float. So what's the difference between integer and float? Let's wrap it up with an final difference, integer and float. So we all know that integer stores whole numbers like 145, 95, and float stores decimal values. Decimal we all know 5.6, 566.2, and so. So we all know the difference between integer and float. Okay, so we don't write integer and float in in commas. Otherwise, it will be understood by the Python as string only. Okay, so you all can practice yourself by writing different type of variable names. So excellent work. Today we learned in this session about important data types such as integer and float. We also learned the difference between whole numbers and decimal numbers, saw some real life analogies, and practiced writing our own programs. In the next part, we will be learning about the next data type, which is the Boolean, and also the type function, and solve more practice problems. So keep practicing today's example. I will see you in the next part. Thank you.